town, pulling it up when we coming around, holding us all with the brim of the crown.
Yo, what's up? Morrison Machiavelli here, checking in with another Unpopular Opinions episode, brought to you in part by Casablanca Connect. They're the virtual assistance platform that makes it possible for me to do all I do. But before we get into it, just want to let you know I am here only to give you my own opinions, and with all respect to artists that I mentioned in here and everything, it's all love. Just want to be able to tap in and check in. So if you don't know me, Morrison Machiavelli here. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Check in with all the social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. You can find me all over. I even got MySpace, you know what I mean? But I wanted to check in with you real quick because DJ Khaled dropped a new album, right? And I can say that I'm not a huge DJ Khaled fan, but I got mad respect for him. There's a lot of songs that he's done, and I appreciate his ear for music. And a lot of his early work, his work with T-Pain, stuff like that, it's really strong, and it definitely influenced the culture in many ways and helped to shape a lot of the music that I listen to, and that really brought me up. Even though I was more on my underground wave back then, those who know me knew that I wasn't really into all the radio stuff at that time, and I wasn't really in tune with all the new. But DJ Khaled he's really, in my opinion, trying really hard to get these #1 albums and stuff like that. And although I appreciate the Lil Baby and Drake, all that good stuff, I love it. You know, it's great. It's good music. I don't think this album really has a lot of replay value for me as an album. Now, there's some singles on here that may be revisited, but not so much. And I want to tap in with my reason why. Now, DJ Khaled, he'll go straight to what he knows to be the top of the commercial ladder, as far as he's trying to pick the most commercially successful artists. And I don't feel like a lot of these artists are giving him his best material. And what I mean is, like, why would Drake, Lil Baby, any of these artists really bring their best work to DJ Khaled's album? In my opinion, they're not going to. Jay-Z's not going to drop his best verse on a DJ Khaled song. Why would they? They're in a position where it hurts a lot more to miss when you're on the top. So you're going to try to make sure that when you drop stuff on your own, you're dropping the most fire stuff, and the feature stuff maybe to a slightly lower caliber. Now, all of that aside, it's a good album. Like I said, it doesn't have a lot of replay value for me. And honestly, I lost a lot of respect for DJ Khaled when that whole stuff with Tyler, the Creator, popped out. When Tyler, the Creator, beat him, best album of the year, and DJ Khaled was hurt, calling it weird stuff. Or, you know what? Let's play that clip real quick.
I gotta say this too. I make albums so people can play it, and you actually hear it. You know, driving your car, you hear another car playing it. You know, go to the barbershop, you hear them playing it. You know, turn the radio on and you hear them playing it. You know, it's playing everywhere. It's called great music. It's called albums that you actually hear the songs. Not no mysterious shit and you never hear it. On your dome.
So honestly, since then, I've kind of had a slightly sideways perspective of him. So it's kind of had me feeling off. But all of that aside, I know he's accomplished a lot of great things, and he's made a lot of really good music throughout the years. Not my favorite artist. He doesn't make the beats. He's a tastemaker, so I give him that. He doesn't write any music. So for him to come at somebody like Tyler, the Creator, that's real disrespectful to me. I don't know if I ever touched that in Unpopular Opinions previously. There may have been a whole episode dedicated to that, but to me, that was some extremely goofy stuff. I kind of forgave him for that. But I don't think it's a classic album. I don't think it's a #1 album. I don't think any of the songs on there are #1. Now, diving a little bit deeper, how could DJ Khaled tap in with #1 songs and amazing, groundbreaking albums? He needs to take a risk. He needs to go find the new talent that hasn't popped yet, or that may just be bubbling in certain areas. Let's say you tap into somebody like Jack Harlow right before he blew up. You tap into a lot of these new artists who are making waves very early on, somebody like Pink Sifu. You know, there's a lot of artists who really are starting to establish a little bit of a wave with some new, unique sounds, and he's not really touching them. You know what I mean? He'll wait until somebody like Bryson Tiller has came past that level where you're like, yeah, Bryson Tiller's popping, I'll put him on a thing with Rihanna. But he wasn't putting Bryson Tiller on there right after he dropped Trap Soul, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. For DJ Khaled to be able to really get to the next level, he needs to be willing to make some risks at this point, because all of his stuff is kind of sounding And I'm speaking more in regards to albums and individual songs. Production value, over the top, you know what I mean? Crazy production value. I mean, the music sounds amazing as far as the quality, but he's not touching that top of the tier, you know what I mean? And he's using all the top of the tier artists to get there, but it's not quite there, in my opinion. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. Tap in with me, tap in the comments. Let me know what you think about this new DJ Khaled album, God Did. I like the concept. I like what he was going for, but that's just my take, man. Let me know what you think about that. And make sure that you share this if you dig. Like I said, make sure that you're subscribed. Let me know if you want to know anything about what I think about certain things. If you think I may have an unpopular opinion to contribute, I would love to cover things. Let me know what you want next. That's it. Peace. One love.
It's Morrison.